Esta profesora universitaria está a punto de ser aleccionada por el activista conservador Charlie Kirk, y lo verás en este video. En él, esta mujer no supo cómo defender lo que es absolutamente indefendible, siendo fácilmente refutada por él. Mira el video completo y dime qué opinas.
You said you need to be responsible for your own orgasms. Yes? Okay, with that being said, why is it that a lot of the times people with uteruses have to carry all the responsibility that comes with getting pregnant?
You mean women?
I think there are people. I didn't want to get into this topic.
You already did. I mean, can you be a man with a uterus?
Yes. I didn't want to have the gender discussion with you.
This is what they teach here, guys. I'm telling you.
I didn't want to have the gender versus sex discussion.
Well,
I wanted to have a discussion
yourself.
about
That's
abortion.
Fine. Okay, what is your contention?
Okay, so basically, why is it that people with uteruses have to carry all the responsibilities that come with having a pregnancy? Because this is true, but he just said you have to be responsible for your own orgasm.
Hay al menos 18 métodos anticonceptivos. Simplemente no quieren ser responsables.
The law is very clear that if the father abandons, they own child support. So that's actually not clear.
Okay,
it's
but
actually
a lot
not
of the time it's like, you know, there's like one night stands. There's the cases of like
then
you just
stop
get
having
knocked
one
up.
night stands. Like, you don't have to have sex. It's not like a thing you need to do.
You said you had sex, and now you have to live with the consequences.
Yes.
So both people should have to live with the
Yes,
consequences.
and here I am with this radical idea that all of humanity embraced for like 2,000 years, which the best way to live is to get married and then have sex.
But
I know
that
it's
is
against
not the reality of our society at this time, and we all know this.
Well, exactly. But what is there anything stopping you from doing that?
No.
Self-control is a virtue that every kid should re-embrace.
Still happens outside of marriages.
Yes.
And you were saying that because you have to be responsible for your own orgasms, does that not mean that a male or the person who contributes the sperm, okay, a biological male
contributes the sperm? So we're no longer. No, see, she said male, but then she said now we're just sperm donors. That's what we are now.
I'm just saying.
Do you see how like the trans thing, just like you don't never know what to say. It's just so comical, but yeah.
So the person who is a biological male and contributes to that pregnancy, they don't have to live with those responsibilities just because they are not married. But that's not fair.
Yeah, that's nature.
But that's not fair, and you just said that you should be responsible for your own orgasms.
Okay, yeah, a lot in life is not fair. Women have to menstruate. I don't. Not fair. Okay? Also, there's things that men have to go through that women don't have to go through.
That males should have to contribute just as much to a female's pregnancy if she is going to carry said thing.
Fair. Let me hold you to that standard then. Time out. Therefore, if a woman is going to have an abortion, is it 50% the man's decision?
En teoría debería ser así, pero las progres ya saben qué piensan.
If we hold males to this responsibility, I believe that they should, like, you know, at least be able to, like, have a say. But that is my personal
like 10%
opinion.
Or 20%?
In the end, it is a female's body, and they have the right to decide what they do with their body.
Okay, but to just to play that out, if the baby is a baby girl in there, doesn't that baby girl also have a right to decide to her own body?
We're still talking. They can't even make decisions yet.
Exactly. So then isn't it best not to terminate them because they can't make decisions?
You're still not answering my question.
No,
How are we supposed to hold the person? Because you just said that pregnancy comes from two people, does it not? And you're supposed to be responsible for your own orgasm.
Yes, I know
correct?
how reproduction works. If your contention is that men should be held more accountable for impregnating women, yeah, of course. The law already reflects a lot of that. That's why child support decisions go 99% against men. Okay? The law is way in the woman's favor. A lot of times it should be.
But a lot of the times in one-night stands, that's just like simply like not the case.
What is the contention that then we must make it easier easier for one night stands? I mean, like,
I'm trying to say I don't think it's fair that like you are going out of your way to say that it's not okay that the person who has to carry that child.
but just understand how silly what you're saying. You're using the word fair, fair, fair. The most unfair thing imaginable is eliminating a life from being able to live and flourish. That's the most unfair thing. Murder is the most unfair thing. At all. I mean, definitionally, that's unfair. You eliminate a life from being able to flourish. That's unfair.
As a person with a uterus, if I did get pregnant,
Sigue con lo mismo, la ideología por sobre todo, claro.
I would not want to carry said pregnancy.
As a person with a prostate,
And I don't have sex, and that's not anybody's business, but
but let me just, again, I don't want to ask about people's personal lives. I'm not that interested in that.
I'm saying if I like I'm put in an unfortunate situation, and a lot of the times there's like, you know, there's like borderline kind of like rape, sexual assault, like cases that does happen.
Less than half of 1% of all abortions are in that category. No, the idea that 1 in 5 women are raped or sexually assaulted in this country has been so disproven. In fact, they say, well, let me prove it to you. If they say college campuses are rape culture because 1 in 4, 1 or 5 women get raped. If that's the case, why would women ever go to college campuses? Why would
Because
parents...
they want an education?
No, hold on. It's more dangerous than going into the Democratic Republic of Congo. I mean, the point is that it's so materially insane to think that 1 in 5 American women will be raped in their life.
It is. I agree.
No, meaning that they're lying about being raped, that they're lying about being sexually assaulted.
You believe that people lie about being See,
all
this
the
is actually
time.
No, por supuesto que no, las mujeres no mienten, para nada son perfectas.
This feeds into what I was
all
saying.
The time.
This feeds into
like
what I was
Brett
saying.
Kavanaugh
actually.
had 11 fake accusers. One guy, 11 fake accusers.
This feeds into what I was saying. Do you know why a lot of people probably don't report their sexual assaults and rapes?
Well, because there's a lot in the gray. There's a lot in the gray area. Alcohol's involved. It was consensual, and then it wasn't consensual. The girl was.
Consent can be removed at any time.
Okay. Again, now we're getting into murky gray area stuff, right? Where if you have two, like a fraternity guy and a sorority girl at age 19 hooking up, both 5 drinks in at 2 a.m., and all of a sudden she like removes consent. Yeah, like that's a murky middle gray area. And excuse me,
She still removed consent, did she not?
Okay, but again,
if he continues to go onward with that encounter,
again,
then he is sexually assaulting her.
Again, that is such an unfair categorization. Like,
no,
again,
not.
It's very case dependent. But like almost every one of these cases involve a lot of alcohol and a lot of forgetfulness and a lot of
But what about other ones that don't? Like,
and a lot of late reporting.
There's cases of marriage rape, and like people don't report those because of how much stigma there is. People don't. They don't want to.
I'm not doubting that rape happens. I'm contesting this ridiculous, outrageous statistic.
If you should get pregnant from these cases, and you said you believe that people should be able to get abortions in cases of rape.
No, actually, I said.
Yes, you did.
I said
yes,
let
you
me
did.
say. I said, I actually don't believe that. I said, let me, for the argument's sake, say that. But I actually don't believe that.
I thought you said that you don't?
No, of course not. Because, let me tell you what.
You would make somebody carry their rapist child.
If I have 2 ultrasounds, I have an ultrasound here of a baby conceived in rape, an ultrasound of a baby from a loving marriage. Which one is which? Which one is which?
Wait. You would make...
Make the baby live, yes.
Dicen que hay que permitirlo por si ocurre un caso extremo, pero cuando uno revisa los datos, esos casos representan menos del 1%. O sea, legalizan algo para todos basándose en una excepción que, aunque trágica, no es la norma. Es como decir, bueno, como hay una posibilidad mínima de que alguien necesite una cirugía urgente, mejor aprobamos que todos puedan operarse en casa con tijeras de cocina. Suena absurdo, pero en esencia es el mismo razonamiento. La mayoría de estas decisiones no se toman por emergencias, ni por salud, ni por hechos extremos. Se toman porque no era el momento, porque interfiere con mis planes, o simplemente porque no me sentía lista. Eso no lo digo yo, lo dicen las propias estadísticas. Entonces, si vamos a hablar en serio, hablemos claro. No se trata de casos límite, se Se trata de justificar algo delicado, con excusas convenientes, y la vida, aunque incomode decirlo, no es un archivo que puedas borrar.